I'm Angela Chapman, President and CEO of the VGH and UBC Hospital Foundation, and I'm joined today by Leslie Bonshor, Executive Director, Aboriginal Health for Vancouver Coastal Health. Leslie, we just had a walk through the Welcome Space. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
The Welcoming Space is one part of a big initiative across the Health Authority to increase Indigenous cultural safety. Places and spaces are very important. And this was our way of ensuring that we were able to acknowledge the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh in this space, acknowledging that this is their traditional lands that we are working on. So each of those posts represents Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Leslie, can you tell us a little bit more about your role in creating culturally safe places in our healthcare system?
I assist and support the senior executive team, the board, the local nations, our partnership with First Nations Health Authority to ensure that we're taking a system-wide approach to hardwiring the Indigenous lens into everything we do in the Health Authority. That includes how we collect information, how we provide services, how we build our buildings, how we do research. It absolutely touches every part of the health system.
Leslie, can you tell us about why cultural safety, particularly Indigenous cultural safety, is so important in our healthcare system?
I think the best way to answer that is to point back to the UNDRIP, the United Nations Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People. There's been a long-standing commitment of governments, of leadership across the country actually, to undo some of the effects and harms of the Indian residential school history of this country. We see that in how it turns up for our people in healthcare. So again, just trying to bridge and close that gap between the Indigenous and non-Indigenous people and acknowledging their right to accessing good, safe, culturally appropriate care when they need it.
Leslie, thank you so much for helping us understand cultural safety and its importance today. And thank you for taking us through the Welcoming Space.
You're welcome.
So to support projects in Indigenous health and like the Welcoming Space, please go to vghfoundation.ca.